Hello, everybody, and welcome to this. We don't have a number on this episode. We don't got a season on this episode. We have I wouldn't say bottom of the barrel episode, but we're scraping for content. It's that mid range between the playoffs when they start, when they end, and we're in between rounds. So we don't really want to talk too much or get into many news surrounding the last 4 teams remaining. But you know what we're going to do today? And before we get into some other news that broke right before we jumped on air, but what we're going to be doing is giving 6 players, all skaters, no goalies, 6 skaters, and we're going to select a bunch of them. It's 2 superstars we're going to limit it to, and then a bunch of depth guys, and we're going to track it. I know we're really late to the playoff fantasy party, but we're going to go do it right now. You got 2 rounds, not even 1 round with the Stanley Cup final remaining in the NHL playoffs, and we're going to keep track of our picks, our guys who we choose, and we're gonna play it from there, see who has the most, and it's not only going to be on DSN, which if you want, you could check it out. You could just put whatever it says at dynastysportsnetwork.ca into your browser, whatever you feel like doing, and you'll find all our stuff, including the Dynasty Sports Network graphics on our IG, and we'll be seeing all that stuff on Dynasty Sports Network on Instagram, and you can see our graphic for what we're going to be showing, the lines of what we're going to crunch truck. So again, 6 skaters. It could be forwards, defensemen. You can go all D. I don't care what you guys do, but that could be definitely an option on the table. And if I believe, Jared, you did the order earlier today, but it's Adamo's got the first pick. I got the second pick. You got the third pick, Jared. And fourth pick, which I love to hear, by the way, is Evan Davis. And are we doing a snake draft? We're going up.
Yeah, I think it's fair.
I think
that would be fair, yeah, because you're racist towards Americans. But
I wouldn't jump to conclusions, but we'll go with.
Who's picking second, Mario?
I got second.
Yeah.
So we'll go with the snake order. But before we get into our draft and whatever you even want to call this event, we're going to get to the strange events that unfolded before we jumped on air. Bruce Cassidy, man, he is not a member of the Boston Bruins anymore. Evan, I believe you said before we jumped on 14 seasons with the team. So he's got the history, and I don't know if this makes it better or worse, but he is less than a month removed from a playoff loss, which they've been in the playoffs so many times. I don't even have a number because every year
since he was a coach.
Yeah. So can you give maybe any light towards maybe the Bruins fans listening? And if you are, number one, I'm not a big fan of you Bruins fans because I don't really have to explain myself with what's around in my room, but can you explain maybe what the shows for the direction of the Boston Bruins? Because they really came out of left field. I didn't think he'd be the first coach to kick the can. So, what are you saying here?
It seems more like, so now I'm looking at it. He had 1 year left on his deal. This was the final year of his deal. And I just think, no McAvoy to start the season for the first 2 months, no Marchand to start the season for the first 2 months. I think kind of just like out of respect to Bruce Cassidy, they're like, dude, like, we're not going to put you through this. Now, it is interesting with how other teams might react to this, as we were also talking before, like the Toronto Maple Leafs, who knows what they might do. I mean, Bruce Cassidy, who knows if he's just like, screw you, Boston, and says, I'm going to Toronto. But, it's definitely interesting. He won't be out of work probably longer than a week. I can't imagine any team saying, I need to consider this hire. But it's just interesting. I don't know who they're going to replace him with. Maybe they were on the hunt for Barry Trotz, but, a lot of teams are on the hunt for him. But it's very interesting given the fact that he had a phenomenal record in Boston, and they made the playoffs every year, including a Stanley Cup final berth. But I was shocked, and you guys all thought I was lying. I don't just pull stuff out of a hat and say, here's a bunny. Like, I was as shocked as you were.
I mean, if we're going to talk about you pulling stuff out of a hat, I mean, I could have maybe guessed that from some of the comments that have been made on this show, maybe considering we had an whole Oilers rant last week. I don't know, that could have raised some red flags, but I mean, man, I was surprised too. And I think everyone here was surprised just because of the fact that, okay, we know the direction that the Bruins, I don't even think we do know. There is a direction that they kind of want to choose. Their team is definitely aging. Their prospect pool is not the greatest per se, but I don't know. Like, maybe this is the only chip that they have that they can throw around. Bruce Cassidy, like you mentioned, is on that last year of his deal, or just finished his last year of that deal. So maybe
this would be
his last year. Okay, so maybe you're just fast tracking it. I don't know, Adamo. Do you see anything with this move and how it maybe resembles with maybe the direction the Boston Bruins are taking? Because they need to make a decision, and I didn't think it'd be this fast, but Bruce Cassidy is the first one to be leaving. I thought it was gonna be some players maybe shipping out, but looks like it's the head coach. They went straight to the guy who's telling them what to do. What do you make of it?
Well, you mentioned some players being shipped out. I don't think any are getting shipped out. I think one is shipping himself out. And I think that this hiring or firing could be reflective of that. And anyone who doesn't know who I'm talking about, it could be Patrice Bergeron. Obviously, there's been speculation that he's going to retire. And I don't want to just, sit here. Obviously, I'm not going to sit here and speculate. I have no idea. I don't have any ties to the situation. Like I don't know what's going to happen, but I can infer that, you fire this guy that's been with you, that's been with this core. More importantly, he's coached all these guys for how long? Maybe, like I said before, sometimes, coaches expire. 14 years. It's a lot of years. So maybe they're trying to go in a different direction. Did they lose in the first round last year?
Did
Do you remember? I know this year they lost in the first round. I don't remember last year.
Bubble?
No, I think they won. I think they
What
they went to
division were they in?
Did they beat Washington?
Didn't they play Carolina? Oh, right, Washington.
They beat Washington.
Right.
Jared, you're
Yeah.
muted,
So,
my boy.
Yeah, Jared, you're
Well, at least
said why. Yeah, at least like he wasn't really adding anything, but
Oh, that's me.
yeah, no, but like he wasn't like trying to make a point.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm trying to say. He just kind of. Oh, he's trying his best.
We can't
to
hear
him.
It's just trying.
Could be Bergeron out the door. Yeah, I'd say probably just a new voice. Like that happens all the time. So,
well, a fresh face might be showing a fresh page down in Beantown. I don't know, man. Like you mentioned, it's going to probably be the first effect of many, because I did not think the coach was going to be the first one out the door. So maybe guys are going to follow. I don't know if you can maybe keep it with this group. They haven't had the success that they evidently want. Everyone wants a Stanley Cup, and they haven't won one since what, 2010, 2011. So there's been no coach right now that's gotten them to that point until then. So maybe that's something that they want to do. Maybe they want to go with another direction, a different style of team. Jared, what do you see them doing? And were you surprised as much as we were in respect to him getting the door? Like, what were your thoughts on that? And can you speak it from a team standpoint as well?
I was very shocked that they're getting rid of Bruce Cassidy, just because, as you guys mentioned, he's been the coach for so many years, and that team has been a team that's been competitive every year, much to do with how great that coach was. So it's a shock that he was fired. And as Evan mentioned, I don't think the question is whether or not he'll be back in the NHL, because 100% a team will pick him up to be their head coach. It's more of a question of what the Boston Bruins are going to do. And to be honest, I think this is a big indicator. Getting rid of a big figure in the room, it's an indicator that their kind of core is going downhill, and they're probably going to start heading towards a rebuild a lot sooner than a lot of us thought. And it's pretty unfortunate, because, I mean, when you think of a competitive team year after year, the Boston Bruins are usually a team where right away you figure, okay, they're going to give you a battle every time. But it's crazy. I mean, a first round exit this season in Game 7 to the Carolina Hurricanes, but as well, before that, we knew their core was aging, and now they're getting rid of the biggest figure in the room. So it seems like they're heading right fast towards a rebuild. Very interesting what's going to happen there. I imagine, as you mentioned, Adamo, that Bergeron's probably out the door soon, just in terms of retiring. But in general, I imagine probably some big names are going to be traded and flipped out the door and returned to get some prospects to probably fight towards that rebuild. Very interesting situation. I did not think that's what we would be talking about today. Just a very interesting storyline of a coach that has such a strong resume and now is out of a job.
I mean, it had to be mentioned. I mean, Bruce Cassidy has been around the league so many years, so much success with the Bruins, and it's just so odd where you see a coach with that kind of pedigree get the door so in such a strange time too. Like, again, like I mentioned before, 1 month removed, not even from a playoff exit. I think that's a little early, to be quite honest with you. Maybe this happens in July or August. It's going to be interesting. There's going to be a lot of cards being pulled down in Boston as to what direction they want to go towards, what they want their identity of the team to become in the near future. And again, building that prospect pool, they do not have that great of a group of young players. They really kind of threw development out the door. They traded a lot of their young guys. So, and I mean, let's not bring up that draft where they could have chose, I think, Shabbat, Connor, and
Barzal.
Barzal.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I got it. And they went the complete other route, and it quite frankly, did not work for them whatsoever. There probably would have been a cup if they went the route that everyone else was thinking.
I think
or one of the
cups,
other
plural.
teams. Cups, plural. When you got those guys, I think anything is possible. And those are a bunch of stars in the National Hockey League. We're going to be picking a bunch of stars right now for our I wouldn't say not trivia. That's one of our segments on Leafs Line, but this is going to be I don't know, guys. Do we have a name for this? Like, I'm trying to beat around the bush. Give it a name.
Playoff pool.
Late to the party draft. Why not?
Draft.
Yeah, late. We're late to the party.
Fashionably late.
Fashionably late. That might be even the title of this episode. But fashionably late, that is what we'll call this segment, the fashionably late segment. And we're going to be getting it started with Adama Rimoli. You have a pick, and you have 6 skaters to choose from. Or sorry, rather, you have all these skaters to choose from, but 6 that you have to have on your team. You're Bruce Cassidy, still in the Boston Bruins. You are a coach of this team. You can pick, well, there's so many superstars here. You got McDavid, if you want to go that route and you're putting some belief in the Oilers. You got McKinnon, who's likely going to be going to the Stanley Cup final for the first time in his career. You got Stammer, who's been there so many times, and that team just has no fight. They won their game out last afternoon, rather. So you got a lot of stars to pick from. I want to hear your first pick. You got the first pick in the late to the party draft. So who you taking, man? Everyone would want to go Connor McDavid, but like, do you really?
Okay, so just to make sure, this is this is for the rest of the playoffs.
This is
so
for the rest
Stanley
of the
Cup
playoffs.
final included.
Yep. So this is omitting tonight's game, because by the time this episode gets released, we may even know what happens. So omitting tonight's game, this is going to be starting Tuesday, June 7th, 2022. And this is going to stretch on until this round is finished and until the Stanley Cup finals is finished. And once we're done, we're going to reintervene, see which team has had the most points. Obviously, points as in hockey points. We're not going to be doing all that fantasy weird stuff. And whoever has it, well, we'll think of a prize, and we'll give it to someone. We also got to think of the trivia prize too. So we got a bunch of things on the agenda. But that is how it's going to work. What also is going to be working is that you got the first pick. So who you taking with that one? You got a big bunch of players at your disposal to choose from.
I think you guys all think the route that I'm going. I'm not going to do it.
Typical.
I'm going Nikita Kucherov with my first
Interesting.
All right, Nikita.
You know what?
On the power play points.
Okay, so here's the thing. I'm going to go quick. We're not going to explain any of the picks, but like quickly, I had Nathan McKinnon typed in, and then I remembered, wait, this is a high risk pick because obviously they cannot make it. Like I'm thinking of it as McKinnon's the surefire. You know, he's going to get a game tonight, maybe a couple more. I think they finish the sweep tonight, but then they just get Stanley Cup Finals. Kucherov, if they want to play, is going to get more games. So
I like the logic to it.
Kucherov first.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
it blows up in my face if they don't make it to the finals. So
I mean, I'm going to double down on it too. I'm going to pick a guy from Tampa as well, going around the Nathan McKinnon train, which I'm sure is going to land very shortly. But I'm going to take Steven Stamkos. This guy's been a playoff beast, and if he does advance to Stanley Cup Finals, probably going to be on his back. 12 points in 14 games, and like I mean, I'm reading box scores a bunch of times. I don't get to watch all the playoff games, but when I'm reading them, his name has got a goal or an assist somewhere there. So I'm going to pick Steven Stamkos for my first pick, second overall. Jared, I'm going to turn it over to you. Who's going third overall in the late to the party Leafs Line podcast draft?
And I like your guys' strategy of going based on who's going to play the most games, but with your strategy, it kind of gifted me the man, the myth, the legend, Nathan McKinnon, the playoff animal at third overall. And I'm not passing that up. I do like your guys' logic in passing on him to pick 1 and 2, but I'm not letting him slip to Evan Davis there. I'm snagging him at number 3.
Attaboy. And I mean, we don't want any of these guys going to Evan Davis, which is why we picked them. And this is why he got the 4th pick. Yes, it is rigged. I'm kidding. No, we did a weird wheel thing to spin it. But Nathan McKinnon. And let's just take a second to admire what this guy does in every postseason, how he does it too, the goals he scores, the plays he makes. It just adds on and on to his resume. And if he gets the cup, you're going to hear a lot of debate this offseason as to who is the GOAT right now in the NHL. He hasn't always gotten this playoff success. That second round curse has lived on long in his career until this year. So, man, I think it's his year to get some, man. He's ridiculous. He's a playoff demon. And Jared, he is now on your team. Third overall, Nathan McKinnon to, I don't know, are we making team names here? Jared, you got one brewing?
Jared's Juggernauts.
Jared's Juggernauts. Well, it wouldn't be a bad way to start. Nathan McKinnon going to him. Evan, your pick is here, and you got back-to-backs, man. We're working snake draft this time around. who is going to be 4th overall, and then you can work your way up the ladder too with another superstar. So you got back-to-back 2 bullets in the chamber. Let's see which one fires first.
Yeah, I'm going with Mika Zibanejad with my first
Good
pick,
pick.
and with the second one,
He's gonna go McDavid.
this is
go McDavid, isn't he?
no, this really sounds weird, but I think it might actually work. But let me
Say it.
Say it.
You coward.
I was about to say that.
let me
I
think.
really want to
gotta
leave
think,
someone
I gotta
available.
think. I'm gonna go both. I'm gonna take Adam Fox too.
Adam Fox.
Okay,
Oh,
easy.
wow.
Wow.
Easy.
Okay.
I am.
So I get a guy. I want.
All right. So just to recap Evan Davis's team. Evan, you got a name for me first of all, so I can label it.
I don't have a team.
All right, Evan's Cali boys. All right. So
Yeah.
first of all, I gotta ask: do they gotta shave their beards, or are they going full beard? Like, are we doing Lamorello rules? Are we the Yankees? I don't know, because Zibanejad's got a bit of he's got some fro on the face, so
Yeah,
that's going to be an interesting conversation.
I already wrote in Jared's pick, by the way.
Oh,
You know, my
I think I know who it is. Jared, let's give it away here.
Kale
Whoa,
McCarr.
that's not who I had.
Oh,
Okay,
that's who
never
I
mind.
had pegged. Oh, wow. Interesting.
Okay, actually, don't say it, but Kale McCarr, sign me up.
Sign.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Kale McCarr is going to Jared. All right. That was going to be my pick, but I knew he wasn't going to last. So I'm going to take another guy on the Colorado Avalanche. Nico Rantanen.
Fuck.
I had him in fantasy. He led me quite a long
That was
way.
my
Yes.
pick.
To the
Shit.
first round exit that I always get in fantasy
Oh,
hockey.
okay.
But he has 16 points in 13 games. And when McKinnon's got the puck, he's passing it or he's scoring it. And that puck is probably touching the stick of Nico Rantanen as well. So I'm gonna take him with my second pick of this segment. So I got why am I forgetting my first pick? Stamkos. There we go. The blue here.
Yeah.
I got Stammer and I got Nico Rantanen. There we go.
I got a
Back to
question. Got a question for you guys
you.
again.
Yeah, sure.
Is Gabriel Landeskog a superstar?
I don't think so. I think he's a star, but I think there's a difference between the two.
We'll let it pass.
I wouldn't count.
Not a superstar. So if you even want to go bigger than this, you can. You maybe.
Do I get back-to-back picks here?
You do get back-to-back. Yes.
Lovely. Okay, with my first pick, I'm going with I'll take Landeskog first. Show some love.
Show some love. All right.
And then my next pick is Victor Hedman.
Victor Hedman. That is a good pick. All right. So just to recap your team, you have Victor Hedman, you have Gabriel Landeskog and Kucherov. That is a lot of firepower if I have ever seen some. All right. So Kale McCarr is off the board. We got a bunch of big Colorado guys off the board. So it's going to be hard to get some big names there. And I'm out of superstars, man. And we're all out of superstars, if I'm not mistaken. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Does that mean no one could take like Panarin?
Yeah, I was going to say no one can take Panarin. That's left off the board. Interesting. Do we consider Chris Kreider a superstar?
Because the dude scored 50 goals in the
this year. He was, before he's not in the league.
I back getting rid of that rule.
Okay.
Honestly, I agree. I say you pick whoever,
because it's really up for interpretation.
Yeah, we're gonna take six guys. We're gonna end up with depth guys, anyways. I honestly agree.
Yeah. All right, we'll eliminate it. So you get to pick whoever you feel fit. Dom, I guess it didn't really affect you too much.
No, I was going with those two anyways.
Yeah, so you're fixated on that one. I'm gonna take a New York Rangers boy today. I'm gonna go Panarin. Where I'm allowed to use him, I'm gonna take him. Why not? 15 points, 17 games. That never hurt nobody, and it certainly ain't hurting the New York Rangers' chances of advancing to a Stanley Cup final, which I hope not only for my bracket but now for this segment. Hope comes true. So just to recap again, I don't know if I should keep recapping these ones, but Steven Stamkos, Mikko Rantanen, and Artemi Panarin. So those are my three guys. Jared, we'll move it on to you. Who's your pick?
I'm definitely more of a fan of Tampa Bay winning this series, but I see Chris Kreider available to me, so that's who I'm snagging up from the New York Rangers.
Chris Kreider is a member of Jared's Juggernauts. There you go. All right, Evan Davis. Train moves back to you. You get a back-to-back once more. So who we taking first and second?
Let's see. How are we doing points here? Do you goals?
Points or straight points?
A point.
What? But like,
so goal's a point and assist is a point.
Oh, okay.
Same
so we're doing
thing.
it the same way as they did. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Let's see what
Should've
we got.
studied up.
Let's see what we got. All right, we're kind of low on now. The
Shivering in his
superstar
boots.
talent, but we'll figure it out.
This is where
Let's
the
see.
depth
So I
is.
have
This is
two
where the
picks.
real winners come in. Yeah, you got two.
I have two picks.
Two
Okay,
bullets in
so
the
I'm
chamber.
gonna take Devon Taves,
Woo,
and I'm gonna take Andre Palat.
I'm
Ooh,
back.
Okay.
that.
I got
those
a
are some
good guy.
depth pieces. All right, Jared, take your guy, man. Who are you going with?
Leafs legend Nazim the Dream. Kadri's on my
What?
team.
Buddy, he's out
Did
for
you
the
realize
season.
he's out for the post? No, wait, don't say anything. Shut up. Shut
No,
up. Let him do it. Let him do
Jared,
it.
take it
God,
back. Jared,
fucking
take it
God.
back.
Take it
Jared,
Yeah,
Jared,
I'm
take it
taking
back.
that back.
I would've taken him
no,
too.
no,
Don't
no,
worry.
No.
Evander
Jared.
Kane. I was like, how is he still available? I forgot about that.
We're going to video review on that one real quick. I'm pretty sure you already clicked in your answer there.
I haven't typed it in,
It
so he's
didn't get
good.
submitted. Hold on. Give me T minus 3 seconds. Okay, we're going Andrew Call.
Andrew Kopp, that is a great pick. I like that one. And if I'm not mistaken, if you want to rewind the tape all the way down to when that deal was made with Andrew Kopp landing on the New York Rangers, the Jets did get that pick, correct? I remember
Yeah,
there was
because they made
a
the
pick
conference
call.
final, so he gets
They got a
they get a
first.
first.
They got a
rounder now.
first. That's odds. Well, hey,
Yeah, 'cause
everything
that's-
moves
it was-
for
You know
a
what?
reason.
We slept on the Rangers deadline, man.
We did.
They were
We didn't
really,
take
And
really good.
Vetrano's been amazing.
Vetrano's been awesome too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's been on the first line for them.
Yeah, man, he's so awesome that he's going to be landing on Mary Russo's team right now. Frank Vetrano is my pick.
Italian boy,
11
you had to.
points.
Wait,
17
actually?
games. Yeah, I'm picking Vetrano.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Why not?
Fair,
Why not?
fair,
He's
fair,
Italian.
fair.
You got to.
I like it. Anytime you're picking a wop, I like it.
This means Sorelli's coming to you? Good old Woodbridge boy.
You know, Woodbridge boy.
Are you going Cody
Crothers boy.
Chechi?
Chetch, how are you?
The Leafs legend.
Cody. Shit.
Oh man. I am shivering in my boots a little bit here. Okay, let's just go.
Oh, and you got the back-to-back as well. So you got to make
Oh,
two.
I have to pick two?
Yeah,
Jesus.
make
Okay.
Make it even harder on you, man.
Yeah, I was like so not prepared. So I'm just kind of sitting here talking, filling in time.
If you want to roll the
Um,
biggest dice of them all and make headlines on Leafs Line podcast, you
I'm
go
not
with
picking
Braden
him.
Point.
Is he playing?
No,
No,
we don't know
what's
if he's
going
I don't
playing.
think so, no.
Dude, he keeps eating shit on the ice.
Yeah, that was
you see
tough to
that?
watch.
That poor kid. Someone picked Palat.
Yeah, I did.
I'm gonna go with
Am I supposed to be keeping track of my?
I'm
Your
Don't
own
be
team
nice.
should.
I'm taking track of my own team. I'm keeping track of all of them, so you guys are good. I just need to see what line this guy is playing on, and then I will swiftly take him. Ooh, I don't like that anymore. But you know what? I like that. You know what? Anthony Sorelli.
Hey, the Italian
Bello.
dream lives on.
Welcome.
Back-to-back Italians. When have you ever going to see that in a
Back-to-back.
draft in the NHL, eh? There you go.
So
Sorelli.
it should be. I'm waiting for the Leafs to bring in like Victor Mete. I'd get Vic Mete's jersey.
Oh,
Like,
for
shit.
sure.
My
Not
God.
even a
The
question.
only one. He gets an email in his inbox like, oh shit,
He's a proud. I don't think he'd be the only one. I think there'd be a lot of Victor Mete jerseys here. I'm not kidding. And you know what? Let's go with my next pick, the analytics darling, Larry Nichushkin.
Larry Nichushkin. Wow. All right. So Colorado is setting a stone down there.
Hey,
All right.
hey, relax.
All right. We got dogs barking. Love it. All right. I think it's my pick now. We're going to go down and listen, Leafs fans, they're not going to like it. Personally, I don't even like the pick I'm about to make, but what a lot of hockey fans are going to like, this guy just does not stop scoring or getting points when games are on the line, when he has to. And fan favorite here in Toronto, Corey Perry is going to be my pick. 8 points, 14 games. I don't know. I didn't get enough Tampa diversity. So I think if maybe some of these picks fall, Corey Perry might be the one going through. I don't know. Maybe it's a weird gamble. Maybe it's a weird way of looking at it, but Corey Perry is a member of my team. And I got one more pick left. Adamo, I believe you have one more pick left.
I already
you got
have my
two-
pick written in, by the way.
Jared, you got your 2 picks remaining. Let's hear the
I
one. you
have
got
one,
with us
right?
now.
I still have
Yeah, I'm
one pick
quickly
left.
checking out. I
Excellent.
need more Tampa on me. I don't have enough Tampa. Just checking their power.
Hey, I mean, I'm
play.
looking like if you listen to any business advice, they say diversify the portfolio. Right?
Take Nick
So,
Paul.
Do it.
Like, I'm kind
Hagel?
of considering it. to be
Hagel's
honest.
there. Hagel's there. McDonough's there.
I'm looking at their
Sergeyev's
team
there.
scoring though. Like right now, it's obviously the big boys. It's Kucherov, Hedman, Stamkos, Palat, top 4. But after that, it goes Perry, Colton, Paul. I know Mario is Perry.
Oh,
You know what? He scored a. Is it the guy who eliminated the Leafs or the guy who scored a cup winner? What's more impactful in my mind? They're both. One is 8 points. One is 7 points.
Roll the dice, Jared. Come on, let's hear it.
Paul.
Nick Paul. Come on.
He did.
Wow.
it.
The
Leaf
Leafs
fans
killer. Wow. All right. So Nick Paul is off the board. Evan, I believe you have 2 picks remaining. So
these are my
you take
last
it.
2 picks. All right, let's see. What do we want to do here? What do we want to do? Gotta see. It's hard now that there's.
I
not
wish
a
there
lot
was a
of-
way that you could like sort by teams left in the playoffs.
Yeah, I know. I wish you could too.
I'm on NHL.com right now.
Yeah.
I just have like on ESPN, like the individual, like I have 3 tabs open. New
ESPN.
York's playoff
Stupid.
Yeah, that's
scoring,
what I'm in too.
Tampa's playoff scoring. Yeah.
Me
Oh,
and
did
Jared
us?
think alike. Evan,
This
who
is
you got,
tough,
man?
This is tough. I don't know who to take.
You got 2 too.
I have all right. So let's see. We have a few
Ooh.
Rangers. We have a few. I'll go with.
I'll give you a little advice.
I'll
I
go
could
with.
read Lehkonen.
I'll go with Filipino.
Yeah. All right.
That's
That's
a
not
good
bad.
pick. It's a
Yeah.
solid
He's been on a tear lately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll take Filipino, and then
Take his liney.
Oh, am I taking? I should take the. I should have taken the whole kid line. Damn, that would have been nice. With the last one, let's see. What are we going to run with here?
Hey, I mean, I don't know if you want to stack up on the Rangers here, and I hope I'm not giving you any like great advice, but Lex Lafreniere's been pretty solid lately. Like he's
No, screw
that
guy.
kid line's been humming for the Rangers. If you want to take that gamble,
You know what? Just for the fun of it, I'm taking Pat Maroon. just
oh
for the-
man, why? That was-
because if he scores, I'm going absolutely ballistic.
Hey, that's
Trying to
what-
like find him on Tampa's scoring. I don't even see him.
taking shots.
He's got 2 goals.
Jared,
one
go Zach
assist.
Bogosian since we're on that Leafs train here.
No, but
No. Serving chip wouldn't be a
question here
bad
is-
shout, man.
I went 2 Rangers guys, so I feel like I probably should go with a third one, but I also think Tampa is going to pull it off and beat them, even though they're down 2-0. So, damn, I'm really stumped here. Like, there's a good few Rangers guys available to me, but I kind of think Tampa is going to end up pulling it off.
Don't worry about that because it doesn't matter. It's all about who gets more points in
This
the end.
comes
Like,
down to a lot
But
of
at
luck,
the end of
too.
the day, the team that goes to the finals is going to end up probably getting more points.
Yeah. I mean, not necessarily.
Unless one guy is like a crazy round and then gets eliminated. But most likely, the safest bet would be the team I think is going to move on. Damn it. You know what? Last time it was my debate between the Leaf killer or the Cup winner. I think this time I'm going the Cup winner. I'm taking Ross Colton.
Ross Colton. There we go. All right. I'm going to move mine very quickly here. And I was looking at this one for a while. Maybe he does some stuff, but he's a good kid. He's got a lot of bright future ahead of him. He's going to be playing with the best defenseman in the league. So Kale McCarr is off the board, but I'm going to take someone who may maybe be one day in maybe that realm. Bowen Byram. He's going to be on my team. Yeah. He looks good, man. Like he's going to be a really good
he's
player for
really
the
good.
Avs.
He's really good.
He's overrated. Oh, yeah.
And Adama,
You're
before you make
overrated.
your last pick, I just want to
Yeah.
add this one. And guys, I don't want you to spend too much thought on this one, but we're making one more round, the Hail Mary round. You pick the most random player that you can think of with these 14.
Oh, well, then I
available.
should have just done.
You could even throw in the Edmonton Oilers,
Oh, we're
maybe
doing
add
one
one of
more?
those guys. We'll do one
Okay,
more, and this
That's
could
what
be
I was
so
gonna
random.
ask you.
I feel like you should grab McDavid. Like,
No, okay, that's what I was gonna ask
for
you.
it, man.
Are we
Go for
Are we
it.
starting scoring tonight?
Tomorrow night.
Doesn't
Tomorrow
count
night.
tonight. So you have to hope they win.
Aw.
It's a
Yeah,
gamble.
Hey, man, you got one last pick. You can make a lot of
Are we-
noise
are
with
we
Connor
doing-
McDavid
are
tonight
we
alone,
doing-
or
okay,
tomorrow,
so-
or whatever.
So we're doing another round after this?
We'll do a Hail Mary round. So you pick whoever, like the most random player you can see on your list, and you take him,
Okay.
and you get absolutely hyped if he scores a goal or gets a point for you.
Sturk it at a 3-point game.
So would McDavid be eligible for my Hail Mary pick?
Yeah, he could be eligible for any pick. Listen, they're down 3-0.
Yeah,
The
but
odds are
that
most
doesn't- that
certainly not
doesn't-
against
That
it.
doesn't feel like a Hail Mary pick.
All right, then pick him with your last pick. You got one pick remaining.
But there's a guy there that I want. There's
Okay,
a guy.
then take the you do you, man. I don't know. The guy you might be thinking could be a Hail Mary pick. I don't know.
Yeah, but if we're not starting scoring tonight, I think
Yeah.
they sweep them. But I'm just scared someone else is going to take McDavid.
That's your Hail Mary pick? You got the
7-point
last pick right now.
game.
Okay, fine. I'll go for my next pick is going to be Arturi Lekkinen.
All right. And for the Hail Mary.
The Hail Mary pick, we're going to go Shesterkin.
He
He
could
did have a
qualify,
3-point
he
game.
could qualify as a skinny. Let's be honest here.
That would be hilarious. Guy
He has more
flops
points than
quite a
some
bit.
Maple Leafs in the postseason. So hey,
Even
I'm
like
sorry. I'm sorry. All right, the 100-yard
So let's go
touchdown.
Connor McDavid.
Connor McDavid. All right.
I like it.
We're not going off name value here. They're down 3-0, fighting for their lives the first time this season tonight. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. I got my Hail Mary pick. Adamo, we all love an Italian boy. We all love a local boy as well. I am
Local
going
Italian boy.
Andrew Cogliano. That
Love that.
is my pick. I think he's gotten
Love
a point,
that.
or I think he has a goal this. Let me check. He does have 2
Yeah, he
goals.
scored-
He's got
he
2
scored in that
goals this
Edmonton
postseason.
game.
Yes, sir. Yeah, let's see if he can get a 3rd, 4th, and maybe a 5th. I don't know. He's on my team, so let's see if that rubs
Grande.
anything on him. But Cogliano, welcome to the squad. Jared, Hail Mary pick. This don't even think about it too much. Just throw me a random name. You could pick Zach Bogosian if you'd like to, just because you got ties. I don't know. You can take a stab at it.
Nice.
For some reason, he's on the first power play. I don't know why. Alex Killorn, welcome to the squad.
Alex Killorn.
Oh
I didn't-
yes, he is. Okay,
Wow.
you know what? I was looking at him instead of Sorelli, and I saw he plays 5-on-5 on the 4th line. But that's actually a good pick.
Was Killorn actually not taken by NFS?
No,
No.
no.
All
Yeah,
right.
he only has 4 assists in the playoffs.
Yeah, he hasn't scored a goal yet. That's why it's my
He's-
Hail Mary one.
yeah,
But I
it's
saw he's
bound
on the
to break
first
out.
power play, so why not?
Yeah, it's
Evan,
good. That's a
Evan,
very
you got
good
the
pick.
last pick of the late to the party draft on the Leafs Line podcast. Who you got?
My late to the party.
And let me
pick.
ask you this: is Nicholas Kubel sneaking in? this
Obey
week?
Kubel.
Obey Kubel.
Obey
Is
Kubel.
he taking a peek over the curtain?
I mean, maybe he's not even in the lineups most of the
What if he
nights,
is one day?
but we're
He
gonna
is.
go my Hail Mary of a pick because
Oh, there's a guy down there. Holy crap! No one picked him.
did anybody
Third
take
line.
did anyone take
Center.
anyone take Nichushkin yet or no?
I took
You
Nichushkin.
took
Thank
Nichushkin,
you
the
very
analytical
much.
darling.
All right, then I'm gonna go with let's go. My Hail Mary pick is JT Comfort.
JT
Interesting.
Conley. He had a big
I'm
goal for the
shocked
Habs
no
in
one
round,
took
round
Newhook.
2.
No
I
one
really
took
wanted Newhook, but
Burakovsky.
Burakovsky is another good big name.
Burakovsky's been healthy, scratched a lot.
Yeah, but he's not.
right now.
I mean, I'm
I don't know.
surprised.
Alex
He
Newhook
didn't play
and
last
Lafreniere.
game.
I wanted a young guy, but I didn't end up getting
I
anyone.
mean, Burakovsky didn't play last game.
Nobody touched Johnny Brodzinski either. 1 game play for the Rangers. Come on, you're sleeping on
Damn.
some guy
Who?
here.
That's a stupid
Exactly.
pick.
King's
But,
legend. King's a legend.
Adamo, you want to just read over the teams because you got them all in front of you?
Gladly.
All right,
Gladly.
start with
Murray,
you,
you
start
got
with you.
you got a team name there, Bello?
The Mario Money Munchers. Why not?
Money
Are you-
Munchers. I
Money
love
Munchers.
that.
That might even be up for grabs today. We don't know. So
Okay, so we got from Team Adamo Stallions, Kucherov, Landeskog, Hedman, Woodbridge Boy, Anthony Sorelli, Nichushkin, Arturi Lekkinen, and some rando Connor McDavid. From Mario's Money Munchers, Steven Stamkos, Panarin, Rantanen, Vetrano, Perry, Byram, and good Italian boy Andrew Cogliano. Then for Jared's Juggernauts, Nate McKinnon, Cale Makar, Chris Kreider, Kopp, Nick Paul, Ross Colton, Alex Killorn, the Evans Cali boys, Zibanejad, Fox, Devon Taves, Palat, Heedle, Maroon, and JT Comfort with the
There we
Mr.
go.
Longshot pick.
all right. Well,
I like them.
guys, I just looked at my team. I just heard it. And it sounds absolutely terrible. But hey, it'll just make it even more hype when they actually get points, or if they actually get points. That's what we're here for. A lot of hype. And there's a lot of hype heading into not only tonight's game to see if the Avs can punch their ticket to their first Stanley Cup final in God knows how long. I think it's the early 2000s. Last time they were there, if I'm not mistaken, they hoisted
Ray Borg.
a big trophy that Leaf fans here have not seen since 1967. But alas, they have some big stuff on the line. The Tampa Bay Lightning down 2-1 have some big stuff on the line. They're looking to be the next dynasty, which is going to be an amazing accomplishment if they do achieve it. But again, it's not an easy road, and they're finding out very quickly that the Rangers are not a pushover like many expected heading into this series. But that does it for this special episode, the Late to the Party episode of the Leafs Line podcast. Don't ask where we got this idea from. We got it because there's literally no hockey news besides Bruce Cassidy to actually talk about it and go into depth. But thank you guys for tuning in. I didn't even say at the top of the show, but your host, Mary Russo, Evan Davis, Adamo Rimoli, and Jared Rotenberg all joined for this episode of the LLP. Take care, everyone. And let's hope these Hail Mary picks and all these other picks hit. That'll be so fun to see how these things turn out. But again, check it out on the Instagram on Dynasty Sports Network. And yeah, keep up to date, man, because we'll be definitely keeping up to date. Our group chat, I'll check it off the bin card here, will be buzzing if any of these guys actually contribute, especially if the Hail Mary ones do as well. And Connor McDavid, I just did not think he'd be going that late, but hey, he's got 3-0 against him. I think and nobody's going to bet against Connor McDavid to say it is not possible for him to get over this hump on his own. So that's it. Everyone take care. Have a great rest of your evening. Cheers.